My goodness, this is the best show on TV. Hey yo, what's good? Welcome to The Gist. With me, Jared. House of the Dragon Season 2 has wrapped up. Definitely leaves you on a cliffhanger with massive blue balls, but I'm still very pleased with this season. For spoiler-free thoughts, I really love the scheming and machinations that House of the Dragon delivers. Much like its Game of Thrones predecessor, the motivations and political posturing of all the players is so riveting. The show is very effective at conveying what the main characters want and gets you invested in their decisions. Season 2 starts off at a pretty slow pace because it's setting the foundation of the political and character dynamic that all accumulate to the turmoil for the latter half of the season. And every episode effectively builds upon the plot. And the moments where the action pops off is so satisfying and shocking at times. Obviously, the series is very well acted. There are character arcs that I was more engaged with. Rhaenyra and Aemond's plot lines were my favorite of the season. And conversely, I found Daemon's and Alicent's part of the story the least engaging as far as main characters go. Though that finale does a great job at further developing all these characters to what has to be an epic third season. The challenge that I have with House of the Dragon is that even though the story and the characters are written and executed brilliantly, I have a hard time rooting for any of these characters. They are all so detestable and make decisions that make me frustrated with them. And even though I'm rocking with the blacks, I find myself more as an observant bystander, rather than someone who's deeply invested with a given character. It's a very unique dynamic that I can't recall having with other shows that I've loved this much.
The enemy without may be fought with swords. The enemy within is more insidious.
So with spoilers, I'd like to bring up a few of my favorite moments this past season. Number 1, Jace confronts Rhaenyra. Maybe it's the oldest brother in me, but my heart broke for Jace. This moment where he addresses his parentage and claim to the throne with Rhaenyra was so powerful. You completely get where he's coming from and where Rhaenyra's coming from. And then the line with the subtle vocal break.
Did you think I would have dark hair?
Ugh, so good. He has been a steadfast supporter of his mother, but they are both in this impossible circumstance. This scene was incredible at conveying the depths of Jace's personal affliction and his royal duty. I absolutely loved it. And then, not so much later, number 2, Daemon bends the knee. As much as I didn't like Daemon's plotline this season, to have it culminate up to this moment was so powerful. We know he's a vagabond attempting to bolster up his own claim to the throne. They took quite a bit of time showcasing Daemon's pursuit of his own desires, coupled with the mystery of Alice's witchcraft. The flashbacks of Viserys and Daemon were also very good. But this long and, to me, drawn-out plotline of Daemon's acts towards selfish gain became worth it when he finally bent the knee to Rhaenyra. I love that he finally made peace with his role in the story, and that he is destined to prepare the way for Rhaenyra to be queen. His realization of what is to come was executed in a way that I found pretty good. Again, this was a powerful moment that was one of my favorites in Season 2. And the last part that I'd like to bring up are the meetups between Rhaenyra and Alicent. I loved how Rhaenyra was so careful and patient and honestly avoidant of sending the realm to full-on war. Much to the chagrin of her advisors, I really liked that she tried anything and everything to avoid war, so much so that she had a secret meeting with Alicent. A huge risk and a Hail Mary of a desperate attempt to avoid the inevitable calamity. I really liked how they depicted the duality and contrast of Rhaenyra and Alicent this season. By the finale, they had swapped positions in a way. Rhaenyra has adopted a position of nobility and responsibility, whereas Alicent was now broken down by the burden of power and duty that she had had for so long. and finally just wanted her and Helena to be free from it all. I really liked how they showcased that. Even though there were parts of Alicent's story that I could care less about, having it culminate up to this moment was very cool. Clearly, the common thread of my favorite moments this season is Rhaenyra. Again, I really enjoyed Rhaenyra's character development this season. Outside of the romance with Mysaria, that felt forced to me. Otherwise, Season 2 was still incredible. And that's the gist to some of my spoiler-free and spoiler-filled thoughts on Season 2 of House of the Dragon. I love the drama. I love the scheming. And the story is very enthralling. From the smaller characters to our mainstays, I truly loved how the plot further developed this season. And Season 3 will definitely be the Dragon War we're all waiting for. I'd like to know what you think of House of the Dragon Season 2. What was your favorite moment? Did Kristen Cole's monologue in the finale make you hate him less or hate him more? Hit me up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll catch you next time on The Gist.